Thank you for joining the Author Spotlight Show. My name is Gail Watson, President and CEO of Women Speakers Association. As part of running a global community in 120 countries, it is my privilege that I get to connect and have conversations with women from around the world doing amazing work. It's an important time for women to step up and into finding their voice, owning their voice, and it's even better when she takes her words and she puts them on paper and shares them in the book so that her message can be found by the globe. On today's show, I would like to introduce you to a very special guest, a woman you need to know for sure. She is international best-selling author, co-author of Voices of the 21st Century. Her name is Samantha Roman. Welcome.
Welcome. Thanks, Gail.
So good to see you today. Now, I love what we're talking about today because, and a shout out, listen for, if anybody out there is listening right now and you have felt like the underdog, or if you've had to make some tough decisions in your business, you'll want to stay and listen here to Samantha. So Samantha, why don't you share us a little bit of background on the story you share and what inspired you to share it?
Absolutely. So thank you very much, Gail. My story is post nubia phoebus. Loosely translated, that means after the clouds, the sun. And it's a reflection of a challenge that I had as an independent businesswoman and the sacrifices that had to be made to maintain my personal standards and my ideals. It's the kind of story that I believe will appeal to anybody who's either felt like an outsider or, like you said, has had to make those tough decisions when the stakes are high. It also reinforces that while we aren't always in control of the way that we respond to adversity and we measure our success really matters, and it says a whole lot about our resilience as a people. And what inspired me to share my story is throughout my own career and my life, I have had the good fortune of having some spectacular mentors that have respected me and nudged me in the right direction when I needed it most. But the noticeable void was the number of women role models that I believe would have changed and provided me with some real insightful and alternative perspectives. And so, since each of us has the talent and the ability to bring about change in a positive way, this story is in part my way of beginning to share my experience and guide the next generation of entrepreneurs and dreamers. And so we all need encouragement. And if there's others that can learn from me, then in some small part, I too have been successful.
I love that. Love that you're, standing for and being that voice of women business owners. You're absolutely right. We need more of them out there for sure. So tell me, Samantha, what is it that when someone is reading your story, what is it that you'd like them to take away from it?
All right. So some key takeaways. First of all, I would like readers to understand and feel comfortable that whatever constitutes your measure of success in any type of pursuit in real life is very and deeply personal. I'd like readers to know that the lessons learned in my story are really meant to be actionable. So it's been a real challenging year for many of us. And if my sharing helps somebody get through rough times or encourages my readers to seek out others who share their values, then I've really accomplished my mission. And finally, what's most important is that readers leave inspired, not to give up on greatness just before success is realized.
Have you found that out there, that people have given up just before success has been realized?
You know what? I think it's really easy to fall into that trap when you work so hard. I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs, and I mean, the statistics will even support this, that most people give up before their third year. And what's really tragic is to see, something change within the environment, whether it be a regulatory change or whether it be a new opportunity that opens up just after somebody has decided to give up on that, whatever they were doing and whatever they were trying to achieve, and go back into, maybe not an ideal position.
I agree. So, as a woman-owned business yourself, what is it that you're doing?
So I guess since I've been writing the story, a lot has happened. I'm in the process at this point of working with a new client. It's also an international startup. Another one of my clients is in the process of listing their company on a major stock exchange. And I'm working right now with students from a Canadian university on helping them develop critical thinking skills. Right now, I'm also interested in pursuing positions on boards of directors where my skills and experience in risk management, business continuity, and strategy development are required. So it's very appropriate that the title of my story seems to have become a reality, and I'm optimistically looking forward to the sun after the clouds.
I love that. I love that. Okay. So I think every business owner out there right now listening would love to have a copy of your story. Where can we get a copy of your book?
Well, I'm a bit old school and I love to connect with people. So you can connect with me either through my website, which is simply my name, samantharoman.com, or through LinkedIn, or through email, which is samantha@samantharoman.com.
Sounds great. Samantha, thank you so much. Thanks so much for the work that you do, supporting business owners, specifically women business owners, and really, trailblazing a path for women to make it to come through and shine with their talents as well. And I love that you support business owners and helping them realize their dreams as well, and preventing them from giving up just before the greatness is to come through. Your optimism, your passion, your positivity really shines through you. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Gail. I really appreciate that.
Good. So Samantha, you shared a lot of great nuggets with us. Please leave us with something that we can carry into our world today.
Love to. So, Gail, if there's one thing I can say to your listeners and to our readers, it's that you really need to focus your effort and your talent. Everybody has something they can give back in this world. And the one thing that I think really matters is that bringing together people is what sets yourself apart.
I love that. So I love that, bringing people together. And those words are even more important now than they ever have been, since we're going through a world that's forcing disconnection.
Yeah.
So I really love that that's what you're about. Thank you again.
Thank you very much, Gail.
Okay. And we'd
My
like
pleasure.
to thank our listeners today for joining in this world. We wish you a great day. Thank you.